Okay, so this module is where we start to talk about some of the support that's available for these type of situations that we've been discussing in this workshop. Um, One thing to keep in mind is that, again, when you're talking about natural medicine or holistic health solutions, you're dealing with solutions that work from the perspective of the whole person's needs, not just the fact that they're constipated, but you're also supporting the emotional aspects of it and the mental aspects of it, not just the fact that they're not able to go number two. Okay. So we never deal with, you know, take this herb because, it helps with XYZ. There's a lot of herbs that do that kind of work. And herbs can be used in many different ways, just like homeopathic medicines and flower essences and things like that. It really comes down to what you individually need for your specific situation. And there is no one size fits all when we talk about these kind of solutions. So while I'm going to give you some recommendations of common things known to help, I just really want to set that precedent up front that just like the probiotic conversation we had in the other module, it may not be the right solution for you right now. Okay. All right. So first up is unlike medical practices, pharmaceuticals, things, just taking supplements may not help the root cause problem for you, resulting in only short-term gains. When we talk about holistic health, we are talking about long-term results. We're healing at the root cause so the body can optimally run. And we can't do that if we're only trying to address symptoms. We're not doing symptom care here. So anytime we take a supplement, it's or an herb or homeopathic or anything like that, the aim is for the least amount of time that it is necessary in order for the body to balance and support optimal functioning on its own. Okay, so that's a very important distinction from medical care and prescriptions that I like to just share that so that going into this, you're thinking, well, I'm not going to, I'm going to have to take this supplement the rest of my life. No, not at all, and nor do we want that, right? The goal here is to get your body to do what it was designed to do. So let's first talk about some of the common approaches that are necessary when you're talking about chronic constipation and other bowel problems. Number one is consistent water intake, and proper hydration is 50% of your body weight in ounces of water per day. And if you drink anything other than that, then you add that many more ounces of whatever it is you drank in terms of water. And that can sound like an awful lot of water, but that is the adequate hydration level for the human body. Your brain, your organs, they require a lot of water to function. And if you're not getting that, then this is the number one area that we can work on to improve our health is just simply drinking water. And good quality water too. That we're talking about filtered water. If you're using tap water, we're filtering it. We're avoiding plastic, not only in water, but in our lifestyle in general. We're avoiding chemicals that are in public water systems. Good quality water is just the best medicine. Okay, and I already did mention this one, reducing plastic in our lifestyle. Again, knowing that plastic is some of the contents in our poop, it's a really good idea to start reducing plastic participation in wherever possible in our life, right? Paying attention to what our food's wrapped in, paying attention to containers that we use, wherever plastic is present, that we're actively looking for ways to reduce and get rid of it. Increasing dietary fiber. This is so important. It goes alongside with the water intake, but this is how your body produces healthy poop. is water and fiber. And dietary fiber that is natural. I'm not talking about the orange powder fiber that you can buy in the stores. I'm talking about natural dietary fiber that your body knows how to use and process will help you develop good, healthy poop. And leading to that is also a reduction of processed foods and artificial ingredients, bioengineered ingredients, lab created stuff from our diets. We want good organic, natural foods throughout our diets. That is ultimately not only for chronic constipation, but health in general. So we want to eat the rainbow, all your natural colors, natural foods, high in vitamins, nutrients, things your body can use, rebuilding that digestive system, um, developing a good microbiome health, right? All the things. We want to exercise regularly, and this is gentle and kind exercise. It's not, you know, hardcore, go to the gym, sweat it out 3 hours a day. It's actually taking care of your body, moving in a way that feels good, developing a little sweat, and really developing an appreciation for how good it feels to move your body, and your body loving that so it can move the lymphatic system, so it can eliminate toxins, right? And then again, improving that digestive health and microbiome. That cannot be said enough how important that is to adjust our overall health, but particularly with chronic constipation and bowel problem situation. And then stress management. So many problems in our health are derived from stress. And we've allowed it to be this meme that says adulting is stress, and there's nothing we can do about it. And I just beg to differ, because it's truly impacting our ability to have a quality life as well as be healthy and happy. Okay, so I'm going to talk a little bit more about stress because, again, this is like the number one problem in our health. It is the number one reason we age and get sick. It's a neurotoxin. Stress is a neurotoxin, and even healthy stress can become overwhelming when you're piling it on to negative stress. It leaves an imprint in our energy on the body that creates dents, and those dents are creating blocks in the body physically and emotionally and spiritually and mentally that become illnesses and diseases and fatigue and just really taken away from the quality of our daily life. This is why acupuncture and acupressure and reflexology and energy medicine is so important, because it will start to draw out those energy dents from stress imprints. And once you start to do that and you're freeing up the pathways throughout the body, you start to allow energy to flow back where it needs to. And that's where healing can actually be supported, because your body is open to it. You're removing the barriers that are preventing healing. Adrenal fatigue. Again, this is one of those conditions that is not medically recognized, but it definitely exists. And this is just pure exhaustion. This is where we've elevated cortisol levels, and we live in this constant fight or flight mode where we're never detoxing from stress. And as we've learned in this workshop, toxins need to be eliminated from the body, because otherwise it causes toxicity, which increases our risk for illnesses and diseases. Stress is a big contributor of this. So some things we can do is proper breathing. And, anytime we're under stress, you start shallow breathing, you're rapid breathing, we're not getting enough oxygen throughout the body. And it puts us in that stress or fight or flight situation, that stress response mode. Breathing is one of the best things we can do in that situation. If you can control nothing else, control your breathing. Consistent bedtime routine. So your body detoxes from all things that happen in your day, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually. It detoxes highs from those at nighttime. And if you're not sleeping, then you're not getting the benefits of this detoxification process. We need 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. If you're getting less than that, you're not giving your body enough time to do this important work. And sleep is just one of the fundamental things that is required for health. There's absolutely no way around this. Meditation, prayer, and journaling. So, speaking to our spiritual health, mental well being, emotional balance, these three things are some of the most important work that we can do to help improve how we deal with stress and how we heal from it. Exercise gently and kindly. If you're already under a bunch of stress, this is not the time to start a new diet. This is not the time to go punch it out at the gym. You need constructive exercise that honors what your body's energy level is. It allows relaxation, it allows healing, and it releases stress in a way that is healthy and kind to yourself. Okay. And sometimes that does mean punching something or sweating it out. But most of the time, especially if you're dealing with adrenal fatigue or exhaustion of any kind under stress, then you need something gentle, soft, and kind. Exercise is super important in these moments, but the type of exercise really matters. Okay. Get support, right? Get support for stress if you're dealing with it. I don't think we ask for help enough. And it's one of the things that really limits our ability to heal and to reclaim our footing on a better path forward. And number one, we also need to protect our boundaries, right? It's really hard to heal when we can't even carve out that space for what we need in situations. And then releasing old stress that you carry. So this is where energy medicine, emotion code, Reiki, chakra balancing, acupressure, cupping, all of these energy modalities that I offer certainly do help to release old stress that we carry around the body, blocks of energy that are not able to flow freely and that are preventing us from being able to initiate healing on a deeper level. Okay. Which in turn is causing constipation and bowel problems, as we've all learned very well in this workshop. Okay, so let's talk about some home remedies. This is an oldie but goodie, the castor oil. Castor oil is very effective at dealing with constipation-related problems. There's a couple different ways to use it, and I'm going to step you through this because it's important that you understand if you choose this method, what it means. So if you take castor oil by mouth, meaning the liquid form of it, or I think some now even carry it in capsules, very interesting way to take it. You want to do it during the day because I promise you this works fast. So if you're constipated and you take castor oil, please make sure you take it during the day. Okay, you will thank me later. If you are using it, like a tablespoon of it is usually a regular dosage on most products. You want to follow the instructions for dosage amount and times, but I have found it works really well if you mix it in juice, particularly a fruit juice, apple, grape, something like that. And it helps, number one, taste better. You're likely to get children to use it a little easier. And it helps give that little bit of extra support in the effectiveness of it. Castor oil packs, these again are not new. They've been around for ages, but you apply them to the stomach area and you can put a heating pad over it. But basically you apply it for 30, 45 minutes and it absorbs into the body. Now, I particularly like the Premier Research Labs brand. They have one called Premier Castor Oil. It's a very good product, reasonably priced, and I actually carry it in the apothecary where you can order it. But castor oil is a tried and true remedy. You likely had grandparents or parents who experienced the joy of having to take castor oil during constipation. Um, in their childhood experiences. And yeah, so it's still around and it's very, very effective as a home remedy. Number two is cascara. So this is a bark, it's an herb taken from a tree, and it's a fibrous herb. So there's a fiber element to it. And what it does is it kind of speeds up the movement of the bowel. And it helps particularly with sluggish bowel situations, um, and where we are kind of struggling with consistency because of a sluggish bowel or constipation related frequencies. You want to use this sparingly. So, this is an herb. Again, I mentioned this in the beginning where we only want to use it when we need it and then stop, right? Whereas prescriptions, you're often instructed to take it until you end the bottle. That's not the case with herbs. You want to take it until the symptoms stop and then let your body do what it needs to do. And then if you have problems again, you take it again, right? So it's not a take it forever supplement. Okay. And this too, I carry in the apothecary. It comes direct to your home. It's a very effective laxative type herb. Glucosamine, had to get that one out. This is a soluble fiber, um, and it's a prebiotic, so it's like a fiber solution. But what it particularly does, and why I like it so much, is it actually helps rebuild that microbiome. It's very effective at helping reestablish a healthy microbiome in the small intestine. And it is one that I would recommend um, as you've started to heal from from chronic constipation, diarrhea, the things that we've talked about in this workshop that are happening to not have you have regular healthy bowel movements. This is a supplement that helps as you've started to heal and as you've started to move forward in developing that consistent, regular habit. Okay. Wonderful little supplement here that a lot of people have had success with um, developing those good, consistent, healthy poop habits. Magnesium citrate. This is actually what they give you when you go in to have a colonoscopy or other surgical procedure where they have you drink the chalky drink to kind of clean out the bowels. This is what they use. And it's a laxative, it's a natural laxative. But as any of you have had colonoscopies or anything like that, this can be very, very effective. Again, it's a supplement that I carry and natural laxative product. And FODMAP. So this is actually a nutritional approach, and it's a diet. It's an elimination diet that we use to help support particularly IBS-related constipation problems. And it addresses the food triggers that are causing those problems. Okay. And we've gone through what that means in this workshop, but it's an elimination of specific foods to allow your body time to heal, and it rebuilds your relationship with food in a way that you can then start to address nutritional problems that are causing the constipation related problems. Okay. And I actually offer this nutritional um, diet through my services that I offer. I help you through it. We work very closely on a meal plan to eliminate and monitor what's going on and start to rebuild that microbiome and digestive processes through healthy nutrition. So if this is something you believe would help you, we would need to set up a consultation and kind of baseline where you are now, and then start to build the FODMAP path for you to go through this process. But it's very, very helpful. A lot of people have had success with it. This is a very popular way to help mitigate the problems of IBS before they turn into more chronic problems of IBD. All right, so in our next module, we're going to talk about even more support that's available through holistic and natural medicine, and kind of take it a step further beyond the home remedies. What is available for us for more significant problems and support to get our bodies in a place of health and well-being. So I will meet you in the next module.